Coming up on News Live at 6, we bring you team coverage of National Orange Day. Reporters Dillon Brendle, Chilekasi, Adele, and Perik have more on the spirit of Syracuse, fireworks, and who Otto really is.
All event goers going to the Carrier Dome can now enter without proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test. Reporter Ilana Epstein has more on how students feel about the change in regulations.
And students in New York may be getting free school meals for good. Find out who is trying to make this happen tonight on Live at 6. It starts right now.
This is Citrus TV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Happy birthday, Syracuse University. Good evening. I'm Tyler Melito.
And I'm Liam Crowley. Today is National Orange Day, the birthday of Syracuse University, and our reporter Dillon Brendle has more on the history of the school's founding and what Syracuse means to students 152 years later. Dillon, what can you tell us?
On this day, March 24th, 1870, the state of New York granted a charter to Syracuse University to begin educating students. Soon after, a judge whose name is recognizable to students today would offer the university 50 acres of land on this very hill.
Okay.
Then in 1871, Jesse Peck broke ground on this building, and the rest is history. In 152 years, Syracuse University has educated more than 250,000 students, and today, the university celebrated that history. Gathered in Shine Student Center, students and staff sang Happy Birthday and enjoyed orange treats. Across the quad in the Schaefer Art Building, students made arts and crafts and took part in a scavenger hunt, all in recognition of their love for Syracuse. Transfer student Dawood Al-Zokari is thankful Syracuse connected him to students of diverse backgrounds.
You get meet whole lot of new people from internationally, locally. A lot of opportunities, especially like if you're trying to go into a field.
Sophomore Joe Loria's favorite part of Syracuse is on game day.
And going to the games and just seeing the pride of, Syracuse students. It's just so nice. I just love going here.
Freshman Nicole Holmes is excited Syracuse's birthday was on a day with such beautiful weather.
I never thought I'd be so excited to see 50-degree weather, but the first day that I see 50-degree weather, I'm in a tank top just like such, and I got my sunscreen in my bag, and I'm just screaming and I'm happy, and I've never seen such happy faces in such nice weather.
On National Orange Day, I'm Dillon Brendle, Citrus TV News.
Thank you, Dillon. Those interested in continuing the celebration of Syracuse University can attend the Traditions Commission fireworks show tonight at Skytop. The show begins at 8:15. Buses to the gravel lot will begin at 7 from College Place. Orange After Dark is also hosting a orange-themed paint night tonight from 10 to 12. The event will be at the Sheraton Hotel Conference Room, and tickets are free.
Earlier today, Syracuse University hosted a celebration at Shine honoring the significance of National Orange Day. Citrus TV's Chilekasi Adele is giving us a look at how it went.
Today, Syracuse University celebrated its 152nd anniversary on National Orange Day. The Shine Student Center becoming a party room.
Orange galore this afternoon. Big signage on the Shine video wall and some orange snacks to take a bite into. Organizers for today's event, along with SU community members past and present on hand. Otto the Orange was here to greet those attending, along with Chancellor Kent Severud and Vice Chancellor Michael Haney. Then, around 12:30, happy birthday to you. A happy birthday from student a cappella group The Mandarins, with some cake cutting as well.
It's really 152 years, but also 152 opportunities to be grateful for what we've got going on.
SU students, faculty, staff, and alumni gathering here at the atrium, reminding themselves of how proud they are to be a part of the SU community. At the Shine Student Center, Chilekasi Adele, Citrus TV News.
Chile. Since 1995, Otto the Orange has been one of the faces of Syracuse University, and today, students and individuals within the university are questioning the true identity of Otto. Tonight, Citrus TV's Perik joins us live from Otto's Juice Box at the Bard Center. John, what really is Otto?
Well, Tyler, that's the question, and honestly, the answer is not as clear as it might seem. Now, a lot of students here at Syracuse believe that Otto is based off of the fruit, right? The orange. But today, Citrus TV learned that the meaning behind SU's iconic mascot is actually a little bit deeper than that. For a lot of individuals within the university, they say that Otto is not actually just based off of the fruit, but he's based off of all things orange. So the team here at Syracuse, the orange, the color orange, and on top of it, the fruit. So he embodies everything about the color orange. But when we told students that today, well, in short, they were a little disappointed.
He has to be an orange, right? Like, out of the orange. Like, he has to be an orange. I don't believe that he's not. To me, he'll always be out of the orange.
And Syracuse freshman Brent Cohen says he was actually shook when he heard that the orange, rather that Otto, might not be based off of an orange.
I feel a little betrayed, personally. Our website is called My Slice. I think that's pretty telling. We have a Otto's juice bar.
Well, now let's take a little bit of a
fruit themed. Feel like this seems, honestly, I feel like I've been lied to.
Now let's take a little bit of a deeper dive into who Otto is. So we've got here a stuffed Otto. As you can see, he is circular and he's also orange. And this is an orange, like the fruit, like this is the fruit orange. It's circular and it's orange. So they're similar in that sense, but there is one big glaring difference. And if you look behind me, we've got Otto right there, and around him, he's a little rigid, meaning he's got a little fur. This guy's a little furry. So I can tell you that this orange certainly has no fur. So they're different in that sense. And then across campus, there are similarities and differences. If you look at the Shine Student Center, they've got an orange tree. I can tell you there's certainly no oranges in central New York. They don't grow them here. But nonetheless, whether or not Otto truly is based off of an orange or if he's based off of all things orange, I can certainly say this: Otto epitomizes all things Syracuse University. Tonight, outside of Otto's Juice Box, John Perik, Citrus TV News.
John Perik, thank you. SU's Take Back the Night event will be happening next Wednesday. Take Back the Night is a national event that raises awareness about sexual, domestic, and other forms of interpersonal violence. Syracuse University will host keynote speakers followed by a rally and march around campus. The Barnes Center and the Take Back the Night Planning Committee are inviting the campus community to participate through the event or to sign the pledge towards ending interpersonal violence.
Today, Syracuse University announced the 2022 Syracuse University Scholars. The award is the highest undergraduate honor at the university. The scholars were selected by a university-wide faculty committee. The 12 scholars represent 8 schools and colleges led by the College of Arts and Sciences, with 5 of the 12 scholars.
And the latest in our COVID numbers here on campus, there are currently 38 active cases at Syracuse University. This is an increase of 8 since yesterday. There are 9 new student cases and 6 new employee cases, with the positivity rate staying at 1.1%.
The Carrier Dome made an important announcement yesterday regarding vaccination requirements and testing for events in the Dome in the future. Our Citrus TV reporter Ilana Epstein is live outside the Dome with more. Ilana?
Thank you, Tyler. If you're planning on attending any Syracuse University men's or women's lacrosse games in the near future, well, there's some interesting news. Yesterday afternoon, the Dome announced that it would no longer require proof of COVID vaccination or a negative COVID test in order to enter. This new decision comes after looking at the local public health conditions of the Syracuse area and the greater central New York area. This policy will go into effect this Saturday, March 26th. Syracuse University sophomore Jake Carbone is feeling uncertain about this new decision.
I mean, maybe a little bit too rushed. I mean, we are 2 years out. However, the fact is, like, the Dome is a very large area, so it might have been a little bit rushed from the sound of it. But I think that, in order to get to a place where we don't need that anymore.
Now, just a few weeks ago, before the university had its spring break, the stadium announced its decision to allow fully vaccinated individuals to drop the masking mandate. This decision came just a few days before the university changed its overall masking policy to yellow, which now allows all vaccinated students the opportunity to wear no masks at all. The Carrier Dome has multiple events occurring throughout the rest of the year, including performances by Paul McCartney and Elton John. Monster Jam will also be taking place during April. Decisions regarding testing and vaccination for these events will be released later on by the event promoters. This also includes the many Syracuse men's and women's lacrosse games taking place starting this Saturday. The university is going to continue to monitor the amount of COVID cases as these new decisions are put into place. Reporting live from outside the Carrier Dome, Ilana Epstein, Citrus TV News.
Ilana Epstein, thank you. Police say a missing Syracuse mother and her 2 children are no longer missing. Syracuse police sent out an alert this morning asking for the public's help finding Blessed Brown and her children. Her kids are 5 and 2 years old. They say Brown is a potential danger to herself and her kids. She has made threats to harm herself and her children in the past.
Kinney Drugs is installing expired medication kiosks all over the state of New York. Their new partnership with the New York State Bureau of Narcotic Enforcement and Med Project allows for safe, disposable use of expired pills. The kiosks accept prescription and over-the-counter meds for humans and pets, but they should not be used to get rid of needles, EpiPens, regular trash, or personal care products.
Free school meals may be ending this year. The pandemic federal waivers for free school meals is set to expire in July, but the New York School Nutrition Association is trying to extend funding for free lunch throughout 2023. The association's campaign is asking Governor Kathy Hochul and state legislatures to make free school meals permanent, as 800,000 students rely on this service. Schools have been able to give breakfast and lunch to students in person and remote through these waivers.
And in less than 1 hour, current Netflix Vice President Wade Davis will be the host of a Mask of Masculinity event in partnership with the White Ribbon campaign of Vera House. The event is meant to help engage, educate, and empower men to better understand the things most associated with aspirational masculinity. Those interested in attending can find the event in the main chapel of Hendricks Chapel tonight at 7 o'clock. And Liam, I don't know if you're going tonight, but if you're walking over, it might get a little chilly. But today, here in Syracuse, it's been quite nice.
Nothing but sunny skies, Tyler, but I don't know if I'm ready to trust the Syracuse weather just yet, considering how it changes on a dime. Hopefully, our weather correspondent, Zach Richter, who joins us live from the Citrus TV weather deck, can tell us more.
Temperatures across the night. It's going to be going out to 52 at 8 o'clock, and then we're going to start to see the high 40s tonight at 10 o'clock as it goes down to 48. And the temperatures will continue to drop here overnight, dropping to 45 at 2 a.m. and eventually going down to 33 at 6 a.m. Now tonight it's going to be going down to 42 degrees with rain. And I'll be back with the 5-day forecast and more in just a bit. But guys, I'll send it back to you in the studio for now.
Thank you, Zach. Coming up, taxi and Uber are teaming up in New York City. What this could mean for residents and taxi drivers.
And some states are trying to fight inflation in a very straightforward way. Find out if a rebate check could be coming your way in just 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Now back to Citrus TV News Live at 6 with Liam Crowley, Tyler Melito, Zach Richter, and Dillon Brendle. Citrus TV News, your campus news leader.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Governor Kathy Hochul is pledging to increase the amount of women in the police force. Yesterday, 227 state troopers graduated from the basic school of the New York Academy State Police.
Hochul signed a pledge promising that 30% of the state trooper graduating class will be women by the year 2030.
Uber and New York City taxis are...
We know you are. But one thing I'm going to commit to, I'm going to increase your ranks. So when I look out, there's more and more rows of you next time.
Uber and New York City taxis are partnering up. Uber will now list New York City taxi cabs on its app. The partnership will increase the number of rides and gives cab drivers access to more commuters.
Creative mobile technologies say today that taxi drivers will also be able to drive people looking for Ubers. Ubers will be added to the taxi platform. This gives drivers a chance for more trips and more money.
The latest in the Supreme Court today, the Senate Judiciary Committee is wrapping up Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's confirmation hearing today. The American Bar Association weighed in on the, quote, stellar reputation of federal Judge Jackson during day 4 of the proceedings. Judge Ann Claire Williams of the ABA says Jackson is more than qualified.
Everyone we talked to, interviewed, or had substantive contact with uniformly gave the highest praise: brilliant, beyond reproach, first-rate, patient, insightful, impeccable, A+.
Republicans have spent the past few days asking Jackson about controversial parts of her criminal defense record, including her representation of accused terrorists. Senator Cory Booker said the insults she faced were shocking and said he sees his ancestors in her.
Some states are considering rebate checks as a solution for reducing the burden of inflation. California, Kansas, and Minnesota are among over a dozen states that have proposed sending money directly to constituents to ease the stress on their wallets.
Some criticize the measure, saying permanent tax cuts will help more given the pace of inflation. Lawmakers are also considering cuts to sales taxes, property tax relief, and cutting state gas taxes.
And the Republican Party appears fractured over transgender sports bans. 2 Republican governors have recently vetoed bills passed by state lawmakers that would ban transgender women from participating in gendered youth sports.
In his veto letter, Utah Governor Spencer Cox said, quote, rarely has so much fear and anger been directed at so few. I don't understand what they're going through or why they feel the way they do, but I want them to live.
Coming up on News Live at 6, I'll take a look at your 5-day forecast and more right after the break.
Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable. With you that time you felt most alone. And with you when you realized you would never be. They were with you when you shared your love with the world. And with you when she became your world. Your girls have never left you. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them? You don't know knowing your breasts can save your life.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Now let's take a look at your radar right now. So really nothing going on right now. It's pretty clear outside, but later tonight we're going to see some rain move into the area from the south, and we're going to see it move up through Syracuse, right through this area right here, and we're going to start to see some heavy rain move through the area. Now, however, this rain is not going to be really that significant. It's going to be about 1/4 of an inch of rain. The risk is going to be low, and the chance of rain is going to be 90%. The chance of rain will be 90%. And winds will be light and variable. The risk is going to be low. And looking into tomorrow, it's going to be 9 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be 46 degrees. At noon, it's going to be 52. And then we're going to start to see some rain move into the afternoon. And at 6 o'clock, it's going to be going back down to 42. In the morning, it's going to be partly sunny before we see that rain showers. Now, take a look at your 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, it's going to be high 52, low 37 in showers. Saturday, high 48, low 30 in showers. We see some more rain. Sunday, the temperatures are going to go back down as we see the snow. We could see 1 to 3 inches of snow, and then we see it go down to 16 at night. On Monday, high at 26, low 19. We could see the single digits of the real feel around 9s and 10s. And Tuesday, high 33 with partly cloudy. Trey, what's coming up in sports?
Zach, Syracuse men's lacrosse is about to take a trip on a bumpy road. Ranked opponents on every turn, but right on the Orange's bumper is a goalie battle that has not been won yet. Find out how Coach Gate is feeling about what's going on between the pipes. Your Citrus TV Sports Report is coming up after this.
The first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
What if one day you went to that secret place? That spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found this. What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral. Or go to samhsa.gov/knowtherisks.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
You may have had to deal with sharing things with a sibling when you were younger, but right now Syracuse men's lacrosse is dealing with a couple of its goalies sharing the cage. Welcome into sports. I'm Trey Redfield. In the Orange's win at Stony Brook last Saturday, it was Bobby Gavin that got the start over Harrison Thompson, saving 9 shots against the Seawolves. It was Gavin's first start since March 2nd, and head coach Jerry Gate, I got a question for you. What have you seen from the two Big Spoons so far this season?
They're both very similar goalies, and it makes it tough in making decisions on who should start and who should not. I think Bobby gave us a solid game, and if we called HT, I would hope he would have done the same.
So Coach Gate is leaving the door open for both Gavin and Thompson. If he keeps it open, Gate needs to make sure his netminders are locked in because Syracuse's upcoming schedule is intense. It starts with 10th-ranked Duke on Saturday. There are 7 games left on the Orange's schedule. 6 of those teams, including the Blue Devils, are ranked. Find out how Cuse handles the Heat at noon. Follow men's lacrosse beat reporter on Twitter, Jesse Cook, at JesseCookTV. For in-game updates between the Cuse and the Dukies, Orange Press Pass gets started at 4 right here on OTN, channel 24.2. I know Syracuse men's basketball did not make the NCAA tournament this season, but March Madness has certainly lived up to the hype. 3 teams from the ACC remain. 4 of the squads left in the Sweet 16 are a double-digit seed. And the good news is the dance gets back on a roll tonight. The Sweet 16 kicks off with the West and South regions doing battle starting at 7:09 with Gonzaga and Arkansas. Villanova, who beat Syracuse this December, has a date with Michigan, the 11 seed, at around 7:30. Duke and Texas Tech, along with Houston and Arizona, are tonight's late-night duels. In the NHL, the Islanders wrap up their 2-game homestand with the Red Wings this evening at 7:30. If New York even wants a shot at a wild card spot, it has to snag 2 points tonight against Detroit, knowing the time in the hourglass is winding down. Right now, the Isles are a whopping 17 points from that second wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. It's a very steep feat, but find out if the Islanders can accomplish it by starting to grab four wins, in their last 5 games in about an hour. And in MLB spring training, the Yankees fell to the Tigers in 7 innings this afternoon, 5-3. New York found itself in front with a 3 spot in the top of the 5th, but Detroit responded in the bottom of the 6th with all 5 of its own. Guys, back over to you.
Trey Redfield, thank you. Coming up, we have one last look at your wake-up weather. We'll be right back.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where the cats go on vacation? New York.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Let's take a look at your wake-up forecast for tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. it's going to be 43 degrees and partly cloudy with some 5-mile-an-hour winds. And then we're going to start to see that rain in the afternoon, but it's really going to be a beautiful morning outside. Guys?
Well, Zach, that's really good to hear. Hopefully we can all catch some of those good rays here tomorrow. But that's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV News Live at 6.
For more of the latest, follow us at Citrus TV News on Twitter and Instagram, or check out our website at citrustv.com.
That's been Zach Richter. That's Trey Redfield. I'm Liam Crowley.
And I'm Tyler Melito. Have a great night, Syracuse. Happy birthday, SU. We'll see you next time.